Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Camp Randall Stadium and the 164th Spring Commencement of the University of Wisconsin at Madison. Today, close to 7,000 bachelor's and master's degree candidates will become alumni of one of the world's greatest universities. This year's graduating class is the largest in our history, and congratulations to each and every one of you. Camp Randall is marking a major milestone of its own this year, its 100th birthday as UW's football stadium. And just for the record, our first game here in 1917 was a shutout when we trounced the University of Minnesota. If the iconic setting and the outstanding graduates aren't enough, we also have a remarkably talented and successful keynote speaker, UW alum Stephen Levitan, who is also here. Stephen, thank you for coming. Class of 2017, you are about to earn a degree from one of the top 25 universities in the world. That wouldn't be possible without the love and the support of the family and the friends who are all around us here in Camp Randall. And we want to thank them as well for everything they have done and the sacrifices they have made in order to make today possible. So before I talk about what's next, let me invite you to enjoy just these last few moments together with your classmates. And remember how unexpectedly delicious orange custard chocolate chip ice cream is, especially when eaten on the terrace. Remember some seriously big battles for Bascom. Remember those bowl games, the Women's Frozen Four, back-to-back trips to the Final Four, and many more great Badger moments. Remember marching side by side for justice or equality, for women or for science. And remember some of the difficult moments as well. Difficult moments perhaps for you personally, difficult moments that have brought us together as a community to think about who we are and what we are. I want to say a word in memory of a bright and talented member of the UW family, Wenxing Hui, better known as Wendy. Wendy's death by an alleged drunk driver less than a month ago, just weeks before she was to graduate, makes this a bittersweet moment for classmates, friends, and teachers who knew her. And there are others in your class who didn't make it to graduation, and we remember them as well. But today is about celebrating your accomplishments. The class of 2017 is a remarkable group with talented and diverse students such as Catherine Feindor, who's combining a degree in biomedical engineering with an interest in fashion design to create high-tech clothing for people with injuries and disabilities. Deshaun McKinney, who won 2 of this nation's most prestigious scholarships and is now off to the London School of Economics with a Marshall Scholarship to pursue his master's degree. And Helena Record and Jackie Leitch, who never imagined when they came here that part of their UW experience would involve bringing Wisconsin dairy cows to a village in Eastern Africa. That experience convinced them both to pursue graduate work in public health. All of you are graduating at a time when this nation and the world is facing enormous challenges. I hope you're going to be successful in bringing what you've learned to meet those challenges. Now, how you do that's going to be up to you. But the first step is to figure out what being successful means. Let me tell you how one of our alums answered that question. How many of you out there own a Scani t-shirt? I'm not going to ask how many are wearing it under their gown. For those who are from out of town, a Scani is anyone who loves Wisconsin, with extra points if you eat brats, cheer for the Badgers, know what a bubbler is, or own a mailbox shaped like a tractor. The Scotty Nation t-shirt was born in one of our freshman dorms, the invention of a student named Troy Vossler. Scotty was a runaway success, but Troy wasn't satisfied with that. He realized that being successful meant more than just running his own startup company. It also meant sharing what he'd learned with others. So he created a business incubator called Generator to help entrepreneurs launch new businesses. Each of you has been educated in the Wisconsin tradition of public service, as the provost noted, what we call the Wisconsin idea. I hope one of the things that you've learned is that success means serving a larger cause, as Troy does, that may be bigger than yourself. But knowing what success means and becoming successful are two different things. It's sort of like the difference between wanting to be a doctor and actually finishing medical school. Now, I can't tell you exactly how to be successful, but I can give you a couple of rules for success. Rule number one, ask the right questions. All of you have made some important choices in your life so far. You chose to come to UW. You decided what program of study you wanted to pursue. You're going to face more choices at every step along the way, in your job, in your future schooling, and in your personal life. When those choices are in front of you, you want to ask the following. What do I love? What am I good at? Which of these choices will help me come closer to the person that I want to be? These are the questions that will lead you in the right direction and help you set your next goal. Now, I know there are a few of you who have already asked these questions. Some of you quickly decided, after arriving at UW, to combine what you loved and what you were good at by, for instance, sampling every menu on every food cart in Library Mall. That's a good start. But now try asking those questions when you think about something a little larger. Find the place where your skills and passion come together, and you'll find where you can be successful. Rule number two, take some risks. None of us succeeds by playing it safe all the time. I hope that we've taught you to push your boundaries, that you can do maybe more than you thought at the beginning, even when that scares you just a little bit. Trying new things will teach you something about yourself, and even, maybe especially, when you try something and it doesn't succeed. Abraham Lincoln lost 8 elections. Michael Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team. And before he co-founded Microsoft, Bill Gates started another company called Trafodata, a major flop. The key to success is not avoiding risks. It's embracing them and learning from the result. Wherever your path leads next, I hope you will define your success by the difference that you make in the world. I hope you'll find work you love and have the opportunity to work with people you can learn from and who in turn can learn from you. I can't wait to hear what each of you does next. But wherever you go, be sure and come back to visit us every so often here in Madison. You will always be part of UW, and I hope that UW will always be part of you. So thank you for making this university a better place while you are here. Congratulations to all of you, and on Wisconsin. Thank you.